Hey guys, what's up? This is Erin from Erin's Beauty in a Minute, and today is actually going to be a two-part video. It's going to be reviewing and also trying on one of the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty lines right here, and I have two palettes from it. It was their Velvet palette. It is still up on e.l.f.'s website, so if you really want to try it out, more the merrier. This is what this one looks like right here, and it's in the shade Cool Mist. And then we have this one right here, and this one is called Island Breeze. Yeah, Island Breeze. Sorry, it's written such teeny tiny sticker. So I decided that part one is going to be Island Breeze. So I'm going to be using my fingers completely today, and in the next video as well, because they have almost the same consistency as a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I think they're even a little softer maybe, so we're definitely going to try and make a look out of them. I, again, won't be using brushes. I have tried to use brushes before and it just didn't work out very well, so fingers. Alright, so I'm just gonna zoom you right in and we can get to this. Yes, eyeball. So as you can probably tell, I already primed, put foundation on, concealer, and then topped it off with a finishing powder by e.l.f. So that's kind of what we're going for, and I am going to be using the mirror on this one. So what I want to do as a transition shade is actually use this shade right here and have that as the transition. So I'm going to go in, and it is so creamy. You guys probably can't see. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, cool. So we're going to put a little bit of this on the lid, and it starts to go on kind of nice. Pat that down. Get more of that shade. Okay. So you see a teensy weensy bit of color there. It's because I'm pale as heck, sorry. But there's a tiny bit of pigment in there. And sometimes fingers don't always work out either, so you definitely want to do a little bit of blending. Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't show as much, but that's because I'm pale. Sorry. So the next shade that I want to go into, I think would be a really pretty shade, is I'm going to go ahead and use this like cranberry reddish shade, once again going in with my finger. And there's lots of pigment on this one, so I'm just going to apply this strictly over the lid. Have to almost squeeze my finger in there. Okay, so that's with that one. Gather more product. Sorry, I shouldn't be blocking my eyeball. So there, we're getting closer. So I'm applying that shade again. Now I want to go back over here, get some of that crease excess, and make it look a little better. So I'm going to go ahead in and just do almost like a double coat. And same thing for over here. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to take almost a light brown shade like this one, And I'm going to take my ring finger here. Just going to slightly go in there. It's sort of a brown gold shade, and I'm going to put that right in the crease here. Apply a little bit more to your finger. And continue to add a little bit of a crease color. Now for that one, we might actually try a brush. So I'm going to go ahead and use an e.l.f. packing brush and go in there into that shade again. Just we're going to try for a brush and see how good that application will be. Oh, we're getting some pigment going in. And now I think I'm going to go into this darker brown right here. Same brush. Just going to tap that. There we go. A little more pigment that way. Sometimes you get lucky with a brush and sometimes you really don't. So, just going to go ahead and do that. Grab a blending brush and just sort of make sure that everything is where you want it to be. Okay. Now we have sort of a very bold yellow shade here, and I think I am going to use a blending brush for that one. I also want to just sort of pop this in here. Oh boy. Sort of pop it in and then flip it over and bring back some of that red shade, and you're just sort of blending them out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my finger, grab some of that shadow, and make it look a little bit like that. Now I'm going to go on to the other eye and do the same thing that I did before. And then go a little bit in there, a little bit more. And then switch to the red shade again, because we want to make sure that everything we do is well blended. So, a little bit more here. Back into the red. Okay. So that's what this looks like right now. And then I'm definitely going to go into this brow bone shade here. Now I do want to use a fluff brush for that, because as we've seen, you can get almost too much pigment with your finger or a brush. So I'm definitely going to go in with a fluff brush here by Color Pop and just sort of pop that, no pun intended, but pop this into your brow bone here. And just sort of gently go in. And definitely just sort of make it what you want to do. I think I'm going to go in with my pinky to add a little extra shine. I know that sometimes what I'm saying is confusing, because you're like, wait a minute, didn't you just say that we weren't going to use a brush? Yes, but sometimes you just gotta do it. So this is what the eye look that I created looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it there before I get too crazy. And I'm going to go ahead and where is my mascara? The mascara I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Colossal Spider Effect. So I'm going to go ahead and borrow the mirror again from the palette that we just did. Stick it in my fingers and we're just going to lightly apply some mascara. Not the biggest fan of this brush. I kind of downright hate it at this point, but e.l.f. Okay. Alright, so that's with the mascara on. And we're going to go ahead and go into another e.l.f. palette. It looks like this. It is another one from Aqua Beauty. If you ever see this color, it's an Aqua Beauty. So I'm going to go ahead and use this lovely shade here. This is Bronzed Violet. So I'm going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. blending brush. And I'm just going to grab, like that, some powder. Well, actually this isn't powder, it's considered a putty blush. Get a little bit like that. And just apply it a little bit there. Very lightly. You just want a little pop of color, nothing too intense. Now I don't really use that contouring shade really that much, but I mean you can. So I'll go ahead in with the same brush just to kind of show you what's up. So you can get a good amount on your brush, and you kind of want to just pop it on and blend. Going in again. I sort of do that. Da, da, da. Okay, so we've got that. Both sides are blended and looking nice. Okay, so you don't see a whole lot of highlighting though. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is grab some of my e.l.f. highlighters here and grab as many as needed. Looking for my third one. What? Okay, so I tend to apply a little bit of everything that I have in front of me. So we have Pink Diamonds, Moonlight Pearls, and Blushed Gems. I think I'm going to go in more with the Blushed Gems today, however. So I'm going to go ahead and grab... Where did you go, my love? Where did you go? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my e.l.f. blush, or not blush, but highlighting brushes. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Blushed Gems. And it is a baked highlighter, so you really do kind of have to go in like you mean it. I'm going to go ahead and open this just for the mirror. Smile. And shine that buddy up there. Okay, so we're going to grab a little bit more for the other cheek. Going to go ahead and once again smile it out. Now, I like a little bit more of the pinky side, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Pink Diamonds highlighter. I love it so much. And I'm just going to go in here, really tap in there to get your brush fully coated. And go ahead and pop this onto where you used it before. Tap in for a little more cover and coverage. And you just sort of see how it's just beautiful. And because we have just this very nice looking palette, I'm going to go ahead and use this color. This is from Wet n Wild. It is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Lipstick in the shade Rebel Rose. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my lips right now. If it looks like I already have something on, it's just Carmex. So here we go. Go back in. Okay, let that dry. And actually, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. I personally like it a lot. I will zoom you out a little bit. So it is sort of an intense semi-glam look, and I think that with a little bit of setting spray it'll go well. However, I ran out. So that is a virtually empty bottle, so this will not be set, but it'll be okay. We will get through. So for now I'm just gonna sign off. This is the finished look. If you wanted to see any looks that I do, remember you can hit the subscribe button and tap on that little bell that'll pop up next to it to let you know when I'm posting a new video. I will try to get part 2 up with today, if not then tomorrow. And all my info is down below. Don't be afraid to send me something if you want me to try it out. Alright guys, I love you. My battery's about to go. Bye.